winless teams remaining in the NFL. The Dolphins, one of them. Quite possibly, we could be seeing a #1 overall pick for the first time heading to South Florida. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz and NFL.com's Pat Kerwin with you, breaking down 0-4 Miami, 2-2 Houston and Pat. It's early in the season. But I want to reference somebody from the Sun Sentinel. This is Dave Hyde, and he wrote a column about all the things that Dolphins fans have to go with. And one of the things is they broke their promise in September by looking ahead to Mel Kiper's top 5 on the draft board. So they're 0-4.
Oh, what a sense of humor. Those guys need to be in that office till 3 o'clock in the morning trying to come up with a game plan.
Are they the worst team? Are they the worst team in the NFL?
They could be. You know, I thought the Buffalo Bills were going to take that title, but it looks to me like right now Miami's struggling even more. Here's the place that they're struggling. Last year, this was a top 5 defense in the National Football League, giving up 101 yards rushing. Now I can tell you exactly what Thomas is worth. They're giving up 199 yards rushing. He's a 98-yard rushing. It's almost 100 yards just because Zach's not on the field.
And they're giving up about 30 points a game.
Right.
You're not going to win many football games. Joey Porter said it plainly. He said, we're not a very good football team right now. And he's a guy that's only been on the team.
A week ago, he guaranteed a win.
Yeah, well, that's not
Hello, Joey.
Joey always talks, so that's not a story. But the story is the fact that they aren't a very good football team. Ronnie Brown, however, is a good football player. Texans have been better stopping the run. So is this a week that maybe we see something from Trent Green?
I think Trent Green will struggle in this football game. And the reason he's going to struggle, in my mind, is Amobi Okoye. I talk about him every week. He's now leading the NFL in sacks for defensive tackle. They will slow the running game down. Houston's playing solid defense right now. And now it'll get into Trent Green's hands, and he throws from the midline. He's a guy that wants to be dropping back and staying in the pocket. Amobi Okoye is flashing the inside, penetrating the A-gap, and making plays. He'll make Trent Green move around, and he's not very good when he has to do that.
No, when he moves around, he throws interceptions is what
Correct.
really happens for the Dolphins. I'm helping you with your point here. On the other side, the Texans offense may get Andre Johnson back. It's questionable. If not this week, probably next week. Andre Davis has done a very good job filling in. But this is about the running game. Even if Almon Green can't go, he may go, but even if he can't, you got Rondane, you got Sam Congato. This is a defense, as you referenced earlier, they can't stop the run.
Yeah, and I think when they look at the tape of last week's games of the Dolphins and the Raiders, they're going to see Justin Fargas come back, who's really the third string back, because here comes Dominic Rhodes, who's going to be the second string back. And you see Justin Fargas come in and light up the Miami defense. It tells you to run the ball. It also tells you where to run the ball. Run the ball left. There were so many stretch plays to the left. All of them fairly successful. That's what you're going to see, a heavy dose.
And don't forget, Lamont Jordan was very successful at it, too, before he went out with an injury. So all that happened. All right, let's take a look at the AccuScore prediction. 10,000 tests, 10,000 results. It takes into account all the numbers, including how bad Miami is at stopping the run. And 61% of the predictions came up with the Texans on top. You agree?
I do agree, and I think the player we haven't even talked about in years past would start with it would be Jason Taylor. Where has Jason Taylor been? So the challenging question to the Miami Dolphin organization is, has the defense gotten old? Has it passed him in the night? Is it over for him? Is this a rebuilding phase they're coming up on?
We're going to have to find out, because you do have Zach Taylor, who has not been playing. You got Jason Taylor. You got a lot of guys who are getting up there in age. And let's not forget the guys they brought in who are old as well. The Dolphins have lost 7 straight dating back to last season. The NFL's longest skid. They haven't dropped 8 in a row in 40 years. That is the longest skid in team history, and they're trying to end that in Houston Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. For more on this game or any other, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com and watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Pat Kerwin, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.